Hello, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for August 2024, or whenever this message finds you. If you hear thunder, dogs barking in the background, I apologize. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Leo at this time, please? Messages for Leo at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out, the One of Scrolls, on track. Your second card, the Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. Your third card out, number 15, Major Arcana, the Muse. And on the bottom of this deck, wow, Eight of Scrolls, Paths Unknown. This is about you potentially, having a clear pathway to something, Leo, but there being other pathways as well that may be more adventurous, potentially could hold more interesting events along the way, along the journey. Exciting things can be found, in paths unknown. So just something to keep in mind. You got a lot of scrolls. They actually correspond to swords in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. So the on-track card, the One of Scrolls, is about you being on the right track, and you could be somewhat ambivalent, or you could have been somewhat ambivalent about making a choice, and the Akashic Tarot is saying, you've made your choice, and it's time to get on board and get going. You are on the right track. I'm going to clarify these three cards here from the Akashic Tarot with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. And for the on-track card, we have Six of Wands, success. Again, you're on the right track, Leo. This is a beautiful reading already. The Sands of Time, we have the Moon. And on 15, the Muse, the Star. Great hope, great faith. And the Muse is a beautiful card of creativity. So this is a beautiful reading for you for August. And the Fool on the bottom of this deck. Beautiful. Also, it's funny, these cards kind of correspond to each other. Paths Unknown, this is about a fresh start, a new path. So, awesome. August looks to be beautiful for you, Leo, and this is your, you're coming into your time now anyway, right? We're coming into Leo season soon anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple more cards for you. One from the Shaman's Dream Oracle and another from the Work Your Light Tarot, Work Your Light Oracle. And I apologize again if you hear my dogs barking. It is thundering here. There is a storm going on, so they're fine. They're just, they don't like the thunder, so they'll be fine, though. They've already had their little treats before I knew the storm was coming, so they still feel the rumbling. What does the Shaman's Dream Oracle have for Leo, please? Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. What's the message Leo needs to hear from the Shaman's Dream Oracle? And I don't think I said, that Sands of Time card, it's about getting to work, There's a guy there rolling his sleeves up, and it could be, with that being clarified by the Moon, it's, there's something that's unknown to you, maybe something that can't be known right now, but it's still, indicating with the Six of Scrolls that it's time, to roll up your sleeves and get to work on something. So whatever you're on track about, whatever this Muse card is indicating, and the Eye of the Needle, intentionality. This card is about focusing your intention, having laser focus on your intention and what you want to do, Leo. What is it that you want to focus your intention on right now? That is, the way to success, obviously. With the Six of Wands here and on track, that's the way to success, is intentionality, laser focus. I'm going to pull a final card for you from the Work Your Light Oracle. What's the message for Leo at this time, please, from the Work Your Light Oracle? What's the message that Leo needs to hear, please, from the Work Your Light Oracle? Thank you. This has been the best reading so far for August, Leo. Yours has definitely been the best. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? This is a card of exactly that. Boundaries can be tough. It feels like sometimes if people are trying to put boundaries, on us, like they don't love us, or, they're trying to keep us at arm's length. But boundaries are actually, in my opinion, one of the greatest forms of love, because when you have boundaries and they're clear, it makes it obvious when someone crosses a boundary. And if someone loves you and you express to them that they have crossed a boundary that is making you uncomfortable, then they will respect that if they care about you. If they continue to cross your boundaries, then that tells you something as well, that they don't respect your boundaries, and likely they never will. So boundaries are clear. And, clear is kind. And so it's very important to have boundaries, as hard as that can be sometimes, Leo. As difficult as it can be to establish them, it's very important, because it is a form of self-preservation. It is a form of self-respect and self-love. So, I've already told you everything about these cards, but the One of Scrolls on track with the Six of Wands clarifying, you're definitely on the right track, Leo. Whatever it is that this is, that you're thinking about, if it's a relationship, a job, whatever it is, a creative project that you're working on, it's success. Six of Wands is success. So you're on the right track. Keep telling yourself you're on the right track, and you've made the decision. You're ready to step on board there and get moving. So good luck with that. The Six of Scrolls, rolling up your sleeves, getting ready to get to work. There's a new day dawning in the background. He has the scrolls there. It's time to get to work. That's the long and short of this card. You have the time, but do not waste it. Do not live life with no intention, Leo. Life is too short to live with no intention. With the moon, it could be that that's what you're trying to figure out, is what the heck, your dreams, it takes some of us some time, to figure out sometimes later in life what it is that we want to do, what we want to be, what we want to spend our time on. And so maybe that's what this moon means, is, or could be there's a period of time that things are coming, it's becoming clear to you with the 15, the Muse, Major Arcana in the Akashic Tarot. You see the flowers swirling around there. This is all about your creativity, what it is that inspires you. And the Sun is all about hope and love and, the power of that. So it's, whatever you're drawn to do, whatever you feel like you get lost in, when you can do something, if it's music, if it's painting, if it's crochet, whatever it is for you, it could be hiking, it could be gardening, or I don't know, cooking, there's all kinds of things. Whatever inspires you that way. This is definitely saying that this is a road to happiness for you. This card, the star, can also be spiritual love. Spiritual love and a higher insight. And the eye of the needle, again, that's exactly what this card is about, is having laser focus on what it is that you want to do, what it is that you want to accomplish, and not letting anything draw your attention from that. Having that intentionality, living with that intentionality and that laser focus. And that's you, Leo, anyway. Look at this card with yours anyway. Come on. You're just like the lion looking through there, right? You got your eye on the prize, as usual. Sorry. Boundaries is the card that we pulled for you from the Work Your Light Oracle. And I want to read this one because I know I said what it means, but I think it's probably good just to, have you actually hear the actual card and how it's written. Because, as I said, that's tough, and to share maybe a little bit too much. I grew up in a family without many boundaries. It just, there was teasing and whatnot that was just, if you were hurt by it or you acted hurt by it, it was that you were too sensitive, and there wasn't really a recognition of, no, that's actually hurtful. If I'm not laughing, it's not funny, and it took me to be a grown woman to realize, that wasn't right, but again, that's why I think I want to read this. It's better explained like this. So, where do you need to establish better boundaries, Leo? You are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might be only a little and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clearer boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most loving, giving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand, and you're able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you. How does it feel? What is it trying to communicate with you? Where in your life, Leo, do you need to establish better boundaries? I think that this is a beautiful reading for you for August. You're definitely on the right track. It's time to get to work on something. Some creative project or some type of project that you have, a hand in the heaven and the earth here. Hopes and dreams, becoming reality. So focus, that laser focus, Leo. Give it that Leo fierce stare there. Focus in on it. And yeah, if you need to establish boundaries, you know how to do that. You know how to do that. Just try to do it as gently as possible, because clear is kind, right? I hope that this reading has resonated with you, Leo. I hope you have a wonderful August. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I'm doing my best to grow it. I give you love and light and hugs, and I will see you next time. Take care.